teams in the nation set to square off and see who has the upper hand, at least for the moment. A top 10 in-conference showdown awaits. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia, and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Rich Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Vols will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's White. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Motion from the wide receiver. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play.
On the ready, belly stunner. Black 24. Lasso.
They go to the ground. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Running to Green. Makes the stop at the 32, and he picks up 10 on that play.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Behind his tight end.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. As they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
And the Dogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback keeper. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked. Maybe even double-team high-load. Chop blocked. on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you dumb. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would just rough the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. From the gun, the ground game. Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And the Bulldogs kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Buying some time as he moves left. Wildcat look didn't get much. Pick up a few on that one. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Back to pass. It's Stockton. Oh, after it. Looking for the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. And it's no good. He missed it. After the miss, no change in the score.
And, man, this one getting off to a slow start, trying to get some points on the board, and the dreaded doink. And listen, points at a premium right now because nobody scored. But, man, that was inches away from being really good. We're still tied 0-0.
He couldn't connect on that 44-yard field goal attempt, so now the offense will take over at its own 27. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. They're snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Got it in the middle of Staley. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. The Volunteers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. And the Volunteers are on the move. Looking downfield on first down. Going for the big play. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And how about that? That's already the third target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
To the air on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Staley. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game, third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be second down. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Gonna look downfield again. Works the middle. A 6-yard pickup that leaves him with 3rd and 4. And the ball's in the hurry up. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. The Vols line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll run play action. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And when you're on defense and it's wet and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier. It gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the ref.
The snap sets up the throw. Grant behind the line.
pass, surveying the field, sees he's got some open space out wide, dump it to your playmaker. Your running back takes the football. He does the rest. Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the field, making a play.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's White. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Got it in the middle, it's Branch. 35 is open. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. So first down here as they go back to work. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Offense getting set for first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Might be changing the route. He's looking to throw. Going deep. And the DB right with him to knock it away. Their performance in SEC play last year was forgettable. They'd love to make it memorable this time around.
I love when Reese uses that phrases like forgettable, which means it was awful, not very good, okay? So they are looking for a bounce back. They've been selling this program all offseason. They've been trying to bring in new additions. They've been trying to create some juice, Palmer. Now they got to go out and do it.
I think they realized, too, a year ago they weren't as talented as some of their opponents, but they also gave some games away. And they've got to be better in critical down and distances in big moments when they get into these SEC conference games this season.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Offense gets set for second down. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Using his feet to buy time. This time he's got his man. There they go. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. Now, last year there were long stretches in which the Georgia offense hardly looked like a well-oiled machine. Now the quarterback's transferred, new full-time starter in there. I think it's fair to say, David, that the Dogs need more from the quarterback position this season.
They do need more, but I tell you what, they didn't help him the whole spot around, right? The offensive line, running backs, receivers, it was kind of below average for every position, but the quarterback is the tone setter, the captain, and having a guy like Gunner at the helm, man, this is a dude they all trust, they all respect, and I expect this offense to bounce back in a big way.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
That defender just laid the wood. As soon as that guy caught the ball, there he was. Bam! Clean hit for a minimal gain.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Motion from the wideout. Now the play fake. Throws to the back. And he got a hand
play call offensively, and that's the right place to go with the football if you're the quarterback, but just a better job by the defender knocking that ball down.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They wanted to finish, and that made it on that possession. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into it.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. This was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone, it's Newton. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Complete to the left. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
Love that throw there, and I remember as a Gator playing against Tennessee, you knew as a quarterback you were going to have to bring your A game to the park because of who was on the other sideline. I played against Peyton Manning, and I played against T. Martin, who won a national championship there. They have a legacy at that position, and this guy for Tennessee, he has a chance to be the next great one.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Through the air, I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The Volunteers will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid play.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you
To the end zone, and it's picked off. Taking it the other way.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Stockton. Fears the pressure. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Let's see what call they have. From From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
So after that incompletion, fourth down, you've got to hold serve if you're this offense, right? Both offenses up and down the field. The opponent scored twice. You scored a touchdown on your first drive. I think you got to go for it here because right now nobody's playing defense. And this game very easily could come down to which team has the ball last.
So the first play of the drive starting here from the 45. Looking to throw on first down. Card in the backfield. It's Lewis. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
It's really nice to be a quarterback in today's football when running backs are basically wide receivers. Not only can you split them out, you keep them at running back, nothing open, I double to him. Look at that. He makes a big play for me.
Spits it out to the back. Finds his man. It's Lewis. And he murders into the end zone. Touchdown ball.
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Nebraska is just boat racing them right now, thanks to an offense that's putting up video game numbers.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Motion from the wide receiver. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
On the double. Spire.
They'll leave it with him. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He wants to change this route. Send the tight end in motion. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. And on he goes. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Dropping back, it's Stockton. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
They punt it away on 4th down. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that?
Not much you can do because this guy's got a cannon. You saw all the eyeballs on...
Intercepted a first. Turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. They're setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football and try to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. He might want another play. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. With the catch, it's Jones. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on 3rd down. They just want to make the home run highlight type throw. But
Fires a ball. Now it's picked off. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
there were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Right on the money. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Volunteers will hustle to the line. Back to throw, time running short in the half. It's complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
My old coach said, don't never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on those body blows so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
Way too close to punt. Way too far for the field goal. They'll go for it on 4th down. Makes the grab past the marker. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Looking downfield on 1st down. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
To the air on 1st down. Working that left side now. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. And the holder will put it down on the left hash, a 34-yard attempt coming. No good. Missed the field goal, but still a two-touchdown lead in 14. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Lost to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Lewis. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Split the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's, instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide. And a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even there.
Bates to grab. Gets away from one. Finds some space. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Tennessee. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Is there anything this dude can't do? He's channeling his inner Condridge Holloway, Heath Schuler, or dare I say, the great Peyton Manning.
I bet he can't lead the band, Reese. I bet he's not allowed to do that. He's having himself a day, but he's not there yet. But, man, putting up some stats, doing what he wants. This offense is absolutely cooking.
Fielded in the end zone. It's White. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
Well, one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Wants to throw. It's Stockton. Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot. It takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with Georgia over the last several seasons.
Great job by the defense that time, bowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run, and they forced that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
Back to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. And he'll be taken down. A sack by the defense that might very well be wiped out by that little yellow piece of lawn. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
So here is the Tennessee offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they want in the first half and started off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. In as he throws. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of put him out of rhythm.
Yeah, this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB. Finally getting some pressure. Finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
On third down, going up top. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. To the ground for the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last two drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Making side adjustments here. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Touchdown, Volunteers! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And stop it. How about back-to-back weeks with pick sixes? This guy is now making plays, not just for his defense. He's scoring points, and I promise you the locker room is a lot of fun. Mr. Pick Six, he's going to get a lot of congratulations and a lot of accolades this week.
He'll bring it out. It's White. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
This defense defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
The Dogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Here's the heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive. They've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. Throwing the incompletion.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Georgia sends out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the returner is stopped. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling.
And here's the third interception of the night. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they took over at the 43.
Defense has been all over this quarterback all game long. It's almost as if they know where he's going to throw. That now, the third interception he's thrown.
And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Going right to work up top. Deep shot for the end zone. And his first throw here is incomplete.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes, and that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And there's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on them, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the catch. It's Branch. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but this defense forces a fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Quarterback making adjustments. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Unloads to the wideout. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on fourth down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
Fires to the wideout. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man. Just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Back to throw. It's Aguilar. Makes the catch. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
So A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Wants to go up top on first down. He wants to go deep. He's got it inside the 25. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And it's caught. Touchdown ball.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Goes to the option. And the ball is free. The ball's going to go out of bounds. That's in the end zone, and it'll be a safety.
And that kind of sums up the day for this offense. I mean, nothing has really gone your way. Now you give up the safety. Tell you what, this team's got a lot of work to do over this next week to get better, to improve. This was a bad day.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Still on his feet at the 40. Big pickup on the ground into plus territory, and they get him out of bounds at the 41.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Dropping back, it's Aguilar. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Motion from the wideout. Wants to fire on second down. He wants to take the top off. Throw it toward the end zone. Picked off right at the goal line. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. And off Jones. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Going to swing it on second down. Throws to the wideout. He makes a catch. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
That's caught.
impress me. This coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
They'll go back to the air on second down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
It'll be third and long. Wants to throw again. Caught over the middle. It's Humphries. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Nice job by the quarterback. Pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
That's caught. It's Gelb. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Wants to go up top. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He's got the tight end. They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a first down.
Man, it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Going for 6. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And that's kind of what we've seen from this offense all game long, man. It's been hard. It's been a struggle, and receiver and quarterback just not on the same page. Somebody out wide needs to step up, needs to make some plays for their QB because they're in a huge hole, and they need some explosive passing plays.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
And the Dogs need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A third down stop. Now to see what they do on fourth down.
A waste of time.
They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on fourth down.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
Oh, space. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
29 Philly. 2-9.
And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. He's got it. First down and more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
And the Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. Rush is on him. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up in the 28.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, respond right back to get the sack, create some momentum from your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up for the big play.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the line.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet and not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe it's something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to run for it. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. And after this play, the cake will be baked.
One more time.
Spire. Tuna.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Looking to the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. Both of these teams are high